or the carries. And I guess maybe top laner because top is basically just an oversized support, pretty much. So. Thanks, Boo. Thanks, Boo. What? Oh, you said trash support. Yep, Faithful was trash support. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't die at all there. There was like at least 3 or 4 times. He was like really low in that game, at least that I recall.
Yeah. It's definitely close.
I think also another thing too, I guess, why like even though he had a lot of assists, I feel like it was more Zenith blades and Qs. Because I feel like I only saw like 2 ults actually land from the Leona. Like one of them being when he was like on top of Kiora, and then like the other one I think was actually in a team fight mid. Otherwise, like all of them missed. And I'm just saying, Doodle. Just saying. Didn't see many land. But then again, I also do have spectator views, so maybe there was more. Oh, Neon's playing now. Hey. Neon is back. Wait, what do you mean it hurts your feelings? About Fox not getting MVP? Guess they're swapping out both Fox and whoever the other guy was. Bubble. That guy.
Hmm. That is interesting.
Suppose, either it's one of those things where they won, so they're just gonna give other players playing time, or maybe even they're just giving players playing time. Or maybe they feel they just want to try something different. That could be.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know they've got probably the biggest lineup of rosters with actuals like starters. Like everyone on their team is starter quality or like should be a
Mm-hmm.
starter on a team.
Which is kind of nice. I do like seeing that from teams,
It's cool.
which
Yeah.
is, which is like why I was actually like. It is why. Well, it's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's actually kind of cool that Vex and Battlecast basically formed an alliance. It's nice seeing 2 orgs come together like that
Yeah.
because it's like probably one of the biggest things. It's like when you see an org like disappear, like you just never see them again. Like, and a lot of times you won't even see the players too. Sometimes, so it is nice we still get to see the players.
Hey, thanks for the 100 bits, Ezio. Appreciate it, man.
Or it would be cool though too if you guys actually did get a more official logo like with your alliance like team name that wasn't Battle Vex.
Dude, BattleVex is baller.
No, I mean it's good as a theme, but come on now. Low impact ADC. He's a farm. Yeah, I mean that's Kiora. Kiora's always had the most farm in like any game he plays. Like pretty much every game he plays, he always has the most farm. But I will say that he does generally play better. This is definitely the longest, at least, of slumps that I've seen him in.
Yeah.
So
I was
hopefully, hopefully towards the end they are able to at least get a few wins. So, because it would be sad to not see them in the top 6, especially since they were actually on a pretty good rise for a while.
Yeah. And they did win the rematch versus Goo, which is going to help them out a bit. But considering both DOV and Olympic also need to rematch Goo still, that could really end up being like a net trade of 0 for them, where like they got that extra win, but now it might not even matter depending on how those rematches go. But definitely still a chance for playoffs for them, but they have one of the harder strength of schedules for the rest of the split. And
Yeah.
I think they're going to need Kior to be back on like week 2 or 3 form if they really want to have that strong run.
I will say, like you were saying earlier in the week, I think it was like this definitely is one of the craziest seasons, being only crazy season 2, because like season 1, it's like it was just Cero.
It was just Cero,
And then
you guys came in at like the end of the split.
Well, it was Cero, DOV, Vex, and then like us. But like now it's like pretty much the entire middle pack, and then Amp like is. I mean, even though Amp's at the top, it's like, are they a top team now? Because like they've lost like so many bad teams now. It's like, I mean, I understand they have subs, but
I still think Amp without subs is gonna win. Like if Amp goes into playoffs with the team that they had for the first 6 weeks, I don't think that they're gonna lose playoffs if that happens. But I don't know if they can reliably count on their players anymore. Is the hard part for Amp.
yeah.
They need Bliss. I think Chijiro helps, but actually isn't as important to the team as everybody thought. But I think Bliss is a really strong starting point for them just because he's such a supportive jungler and he does it really well.
Alpha jungler, beta champs.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Olympic take on Amp again because I think Rated R and Bliss are 2 of the better junglers in the league. I think Rated, Bliss, and Ezio or Bubble Boy are the best 3 junglers in the league right now. So
yeah, at least that I've seen. They seem to either be consistent or even pretty solid in terms of knowing their strengths and weaknesses.
yeah.
Yeah, Master Fight, your team is really good. I'm just sad to not see you guys in the top of the pack. No Bliss, no win. Yeah, it's all Bliss. It's pretty much how it's kind of been, actually. No Bliss, no win.
Yep.
Ever since he's been gone, no win.
Pretty much. Tristana and Bard gonna be the pickup for Battlecast here. I find the Trist pickup a little weird because Jin and Kai'Sa and like everything else is up, so I don't really know why King D's straying away from those. But Trist still a good pick. Bard also, I mean that's Andy's. It's his pick.
It could also just be Neon's decision, maybe. I don't know really who does the drafts, but Neon being the leader, maybe they just decide to do something different.
Yeah, it's possible. Looks like we're gonna see Soraka though paired with a Caitlyn. That should be a pretty fun lane.
I hate it so much. Lane is so cancer to play against.
Yeah.
Especially if the Caitlyn's like a god and it just has like the Soraka on top of it and you just can't ever get anywhere near the Caitlyn. It's like, stop. I just want to kill her! Stop running away!
Yeah, Doodle picking up Cho'Gath. Should be pretty good for him into the Scion. I'm a little surprised that Galaxy banned the Wukong themselves. Because I don't know if anybody in Battlecast plays it. Maybe Neon, but
I think they did run it once, but I don't recall if he actually did well on it.
yeah.
I think it's pretty much just been mostly pretty much just a Galaxy thing.
Even then, that was only 1 game, but Malzahar now being taken away from Jimin's.
Yes, Lilac, that is a Soraka.
Actually, that is Urgot.
Or Icarus. Akaras. There you go.
Yeah, that. What the man said.
Just like, Susan. Who's Susan? Nobody in the game is called Susan. You said who were
What?
the best
Top
top
three
three
80
mid
carries, supports,
jungles?
and tops. Top lane. Top lane's
And
probably
what?
Spoder, Doodle.
I hate
Our
that.
top lane isn't very strong this season, I feel.
Yeah,
I'm
compared
trying.
to last season, I will say last season's top lanes are much more
Yeah,
fun.
our top laners last season were really stacked. Like if I saw their names, I'd remember them, but like I don't even remember most of the top lanes in the league right now.
One
That's
was
where I'm at.
Crow, one was me. I'd have to go back. Yeah, we'd have to like go back and like see.
Okay, let's probably Spoder, Doodle, and Sonic are probably the top three top laners right now. Um,
Baba the Witch, do you carry a ball around giving
I remember good
people?
old High Iron Baba. But yeah, so those would be the top three top laners. 80 carries, I think. Um,
Even though on a slump, I would still consider Kiora.
the hard part is like Kiora, but then there's also like King B is really really strong. Neon's not really playing 80 carries, so it's hard to really include him. Probably Chijiro, Neon, and either Hydreion or Kiora. I think probably Hydreion.
Yeah, I would say Adrian because he feels more consistent, and on top of that, not only is he consistent, but he's also probably had like I think 3 different supports this season, and he still plays the way he does.
Yeah, and
So it's like
then support would be Nezumi. Um, uh, Rev isn't here anymore, so like
honestly, I would say Daydream. I like
I
Daydream
think
support a lot.
I think Daydream's pretty decent, but also like isn't super flashy. Daydream kind of plays to the level of the rest of the team and never really has like super standout moments. It's like the whole team's doing really well, they're not, which like makes it
Yeah,
hard for me to put Daydream on there. Um, Same thing with Donnie. Donnie would be my other like opinion, but I think Nezumi. I think Andy is pretty underrated, and
Andy's very good. Well, kinda. I would say Andy's good when he has Bard, but even then, like when he plays Bard, he still has off days.
I mean he used to. These days though, he's playing pretty darn well. Probably
But also
Nezumi,
he's
Andy, and Faithful. And Daydream and Donnie are pretty close, but I haven't actually seen enough of them to see if they can pop off and really start carrying their teams like the rest of the supports do. Rev's, I mean Rev's still rostered, but he's not going to play for the rest of the season, right? I thought Rev was shipping off. He was gone.
he's getting shipped to someone's house in a package.
I disagree. I don't think that they're good on only one champ. I mean, Andy's like really good on Bard, but he's actually been showing up on other champions this season, like Thresh and such. And then Faithful's playing a lot of supports as well.
So over under.
Yeah, what do we want to do for over under?
Chug up stacks.
Yeah, we could do that one.
That's pretty easy, and I think you still see that at the end of the game, don't you?
Yeah, we just gotta click on him.
Yeah.
What do you think? 9, 10? I'll say 9.5.
Yeah, we'll do 9.5. 9.5 is generally around the limit.
Yeah.
Well, most players, unless you're like a really good show, don't really get too many higher than that.
Damn. I could do bar chimes next time. The
I would
problem with
not.
bar chimes is I have absolutely no clue what the level should be on that. So I could never. I would have to really look that up to figure out where I think that should go.
Yeah, bird chimes are kind of weird.
You think Goo can have a comeback? I think your only chance to actually make it into playoffs at this point is to win your rematches. I don't think you can get back in off
How
of
come you're doing rematches, by the way? Is that just like
because they came in halfway through the split. So if they want to get the wins for the first half of the split, they have to rematch.
oh, okay.
Because
Is that just
I'm not going to
something new
give
this
them.
season?
Say what?
Is that just something new this season?
No,
Or did
you
it-
guys as Rockport had a chance last season. I just think nobody wanted to rematch you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. 'Cause
Well,
I, don't-
it didn't even matter then because every team made it into playoffs. So
I guess I just don't like remember like ever being asked like for a rematch. Like I was like,
Yeah, it's because you guys came in so late. You guys came in like week 6, week 7.
Yeah.
I think it was week 7.
It was week 6 because week 6 I was support. Week
Mm.
7 I swapped the top, but we still had issues. And then after that was when we finally got it together.
Oh, but yeah, last season we had to every team made playoffs. It was since we knew going in that like we were gonna have a lot of growing pains with the league, so we're just like every team makes playoffs. Just kind of make the first season a kind of an introductory thing, and do next season when we have more time to prepare a little bit better. And I'd say that plan worked out well.
Because we won. Woo! Champion. I'm just happy I'm able to say that. Like the only player that can. Season 2 hasn't ended yet. It also gives me more experience in the league. Ha 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 ha. Not really. It's just one season.
All right, we're loading up.
Yep.
Game
So far, no
2.
issues.
Pretty standard rune choices for everybody here.
Yeah.
Lethal Temple
Yeah.
Caitlyn's a little bizarre, but
Also, Graves.
no, that one makes sense. That's one of the. It's, I mean, it's a solo queue thing, but it's people are doing that on Graves because he hard
Like I
farms,
said,
so he stacks it up pretty fast, and then when he goes in, he just one shots. There's no amp time for him. It's just run in and kill.
yeah. Lethal Tempo is mostly just a rune in general that's been kind of coming out.
I mean, it works really well on some characters like Jinx and other like hyper carries, but because Caitlyn doesn't have any attack speed storage built in, it actually doesn't really synergize too much with her kit. It's kind of nice for stacking headshots, but her kit was remade at least the way it is now. That like theoretically you don't even need attack speed for your headshots. You're actually just trying to get your headshots off of traps in your net now. So.
Mm-hmm. You know, one thing I always noticed, but like ever wondered, like if it was actually possible, is the fountain turret has health bar,
It's not targetable.
but why does it have a health bar?
Because it's still technically a turret. It's just not targetable.
Why have something have health bar if it can't auto attack it?
That way you know it's something that's going to kill you. It's still an entity, right? If it's gonna do damage to you, it's gotta be an entity, right? It's gotta have something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure they could like change that, but I think in terms of visually like knowing, oh, this thing's gonna kill me, giving it health bar is a good place to start. Oh, here comes Doodle with the bait onto Riku, forcing the flash out already.
Yeah, it's one of those moments you pretty much kind of had to flash. And honestly, he probably could have got away with just kind of walking around long way because none of them were really close enough, and he could have baited out another flash before it got out. But decided to just flash
Yeah.
because Cho'Gath started E. So
It's honestly the best option for Cho'Gath, start E, because it gives him a really strong level 1 dueling power, better wave clear level 1 than if he started the other 2 spells, and it's less mana.
oh, I know. Yeah, no, E is always the best one to start.
Yeah.
If you ever start anything else, you're actually trolling.
Mm-hmm.
Q doesn't do enough damage to really last at anything. W is like actually pointless. Like doesn't do anything.
Yeah, oh boy, I silenced him at level 1. Woohoo.
E at least gives you the long range and the option to poke, along with the better last hitting.
Yep.
Which also works with your passive to give you more HP and mana.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Basically, free catalyst.
Yeah, I love Cho'Gath's passive, but oh man, Daydream taking a pretty big trade already.
Cho'Gath and the Scion, so fun to watch.
Yeah.
They both fight each
Oh my
other
God.
endlessly.
I think this
That's
bot
about
lane's
when
gonna
you
be bloody.
Well, when you feel bad that you didn't start traps on Caitlyn. Like, he doesn't realize he's losing these trades versus the Cho'Gath. This,
I think he might realize, but geez, bot lane, Soraka's in a lot of trouble. Heal and the barrier coming out, so is the Ignite, though. I think he's actually fine. So now King D's in a little bit of trouble. He does have heal and flash heal if he needs it, but we are not going to commit too hard for that. His Trooper's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get slowed up, but he does have a double stun lined up, but still getting hit by the Charmed, in a little bit of trouble. Forced to flash away, and the barrier being used. Gives a lot of power over to Galaxy, but now Awakening Eagle also forced to flash as Xin Zhao's here. Riku might be in trouble. No flash for him. Doodle's going to keep chasing forward. If he's able to land a Rupture, might be able to get the kill. He's actually stepping up for a dive, but can't finish that off. And what do you know? 2.5 minutes in, everything just goes to hell all at once.
Oh!
Doodle, though, with the flash in, able to get the Feral Scream to finish the kill. And now Awakened Eagle is here. Should be able to pick up a kill. Actually, Riku going to get it with that Glacial Augment. The slows are pretty strong.
Yeah, unfortunately, not having enough mana for the Rupture after he burned everything there. He wasn't able to get the kill.
Yeah. Oh, no, he did. He got the kill.
Or, I mean, he got the kill, but not enough to get out. So.
Right. Oh, Business Troops is in a lot of trouble again, though. Awakened Eagle might be a Graves, but this guy is ganking like crazy. Business Trooper gonna be falling down. Jimin's army gets the pickup kill there. As Battlecast are just not placing their wards. They're not really respecting the gank power from this Graves.
What's wrong with my keybinds lately?
I don't know, man. You know, if you didn't have keys, you wouldn't have a problem with keybinds.
Yeah, that is true. For some reason, like, none of my keybinds have been working, though, because I set toggle mute the Control Z. Actually, I'll be right back. We'll just BTC real quick. Come back, so. Here.
Definitely a better start for Galaxy this game than last game, though. Actually having advantages in several lanes. Top lane's going pretty well for them, even though Doodle got the first blood. He is down in CS. Sion's still getting a kill there, and as long as Galaxy are able to get this forward and keep having Graves gank, because he's getting actually a good amount of gold from all this. Daydream, though, in a big trouble. No flash for him there. Means Business Trooper going to be able to pick up a kill with his Lux. Yeah, as long as Graves can keep getting ganks off, I think this could actually go pretty well for Galaxy. Duel's in a little bit of trouble, as Waking to Earl is back, but a little bit too close to the turret. Sion might be tanking this too long. That's when Cho'Gath wishes he had his ult, because he would have gotten a kill there.
Yeah, decided to run my Discord as admin, so I don't have to worry about my keybinds not working.
Nice. Annie actually going to go for a little bit of engage onto Kiora. I don't think he has an Excalibur net back up. Does find the trap, though. It's going to help him get away, but still forced to burn the flash.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Ignite not quite up yet. If they would have waited for that, we might have actually been able to pull off the kill there. But going in a little too soon.
Yeah.
Able to get out for pretty free, almost.
Well, I'd say burning a flash. I think Battlecast will take that just fine. The Empire does find the Graves in his own jungle. I don't think he can actually get a kill here. Now might actually have to start running as Awakened Eagle's turning it around. Ari is here as well. All she needs to do is be able to land one charm. The flash is out from Xin Zhao, but he gets hit. He goes down. And now Daydream is in a lot of trouble. The stun from Jin. Gonna be able to pick up a kill. They're looking at Kiora now as well. Doodle might be able to get a kill onto Sion, but I think he can just ult out if it gets really, really dangerous. Doodle's trying his best to body block this. He might be able to, but there is a flash. I don't think he's going to be able to get a kill. No, in fact, he might actually go down as the last turret shot does find him, and the Unstoppable Onslaught knocks him up. Gets the last hit there.
And even if he did back out there, I feel like if he just used his Unstoppable Onslaught there, he would have been able to just turn it around and kill him. So
yeah,
getting a little bit, tad bit too low there. So I'm not able to really have anything to escape, and his flash not being up for anytime soon. Yeah,
Battlecast are playing this just a little bit too confidently. Last game went really well for them. And they did the lineup change. I don't know if the lineup change was just to get more practice with different people, or they just felt like they were going to stomp. I'm not sure, but either way, they're definitely not playing with the calculator early game that they normally do, and it's definitely showing.
Dang it. You know what? We did a bet for over-under, and I totally forgot to bet. I'm sad.
What a shame.
Yeah, you want to open it for me?
I cannot open it. It is, once the timer is gone, it is done.
No. No. Shut up, Faithful. Nobody cares.
Jeez, man.
He's like at 3-0 eSports.
I saw. I wouldn't say that to him, though. But Kiora looks like he wants to go pretty aggro onto Andy here. Is he able to block the ace on the hole? Yeah, they are able to block that. But good job from Kiora, at least. Probably going to force him out of lane, maybe.
I actually don't get at it. I just respond to at 3-0.
Yeah, Daydream, though, is in a lot of trouble, forced to flash away as King D threatening with that rocket jump.
Yeah, Daydream seeming like she's playing Nami or something. She feels like she can step up a little bit further than what she probably should be right now.
Yeah, positioning pretty aggressively. We're going to see a gank top side as Sion does not have his ult to try and get out of here, which means this could be a pretty good kill, but Neonfire not going to try tanking that. Doodle didn't have his feast, so it's going to be harder to finish that off.
And I guess he didn't have his ult either, so he actually would not have been able to ulti out had they actually had feast.
Yeah, he was in a little bit of danger there. But again, no feast from the Cho'Gath, so
yeah. Fortunately, when it's tank versus tank, kind of need the feast if you want to kill him.
Yep, looks like he might be able to go for it now. He is full health, and with this big minion wave, all he needs is a good rupture.
Yeah, but now he does have the unstoppable onslaught, so he could just ulti out if he's not blocking it.
Yeah.
Or even just turn it around if he decides to dive. So, because I feel like if he dives and he just ults as long as he's too far, he will have to flash out to try to survive. And even then, Sion could just chase him down. So, if he's playing it smart.
Yep. Gotta love some tank battle breakdowns.
Feels good when you know both matchups and you play both champions. Because both champions are very fun to play. at least for me, anyway.
Yeah.
I know some people think the tanks are boring.
They're some of the more fun tanks. I still think Zac is the most fun tank in the game, but I might be a little bit biased there. Neon's in a lot of trouble, though, as Waking Eagle and Jimin's army are here. He doesn't have flash to get out, nor his ult, so he's going to go down. Temper Fate lands onto the Soraka. He's going to be able to land a stun. He actually times it really well. King D now going for it. They able to get the kill, but Slash Andy actually going to be the first one to fall there as the explosive charge is enough, but now King D, he's going to fail the flash. He's going to be able to get the kill, the buster shot, but oh my god, the last auto attack from Caitlyn able to pick up the kill. I don't even know if it was a headshot, but Business Trooper going to be falling as the ultimate from Graves picks up the kill there, and Galaxy are winning battles across the map, but still with only a 400 gold lead. So they're getting outfarmed in every position.
Very unlucky.
Yeah, that was...
It'll be interesting to see if they're able to still pull this around, because especially even with Battlecast's comp, I almost feel like theirs is kind of later compared to Galaxies. So it'll take them a little bit longer to get their items if they want to actually start doing damage, but then at the same time, Galaxies is not only early and mid, but also late, so...
Yeah. I mean, both teams have pretty good late game comps. I would favor a Graves late game a little bit more over Zinzao. Oh, Neon, buddy. He's in a lot of trouble. Unstoppable Onslaught is going to go wide, but it is rooting him. But he just keeps on running. Now Daydream trying to get something off, but the walk back and forth from Neon. They're going to give up the Herald for this unless Cho'Gath can find his way in. But with 4 people here, I really doubt he can. But the laser, and it actually resets. I mean, I think that Doodle might be able to just get out of here and have stalled it out effectively. He's going to flash away from the charm, which gives him a good shot. And the Rupture going to catch up Ari in the middle of her jump as well. And it looks like they're actually trying to cut this back. Neon started the Herald The Temper Freight does land onto Graves. They're going to try and finish this up. The stun
Yeah,
doesn't land. He's getting pretty
here.
low, but Doodle's off on the flank. Now
Yeah,
Neon's
goes
going to go back
in.
in. His
He's
ult's
still
up. He
low.
can't be killed from anyone outside of that range, but Doodle gets turned around on, and there's no help yet from the rest of Battlecasters. There's no ult from Business Trooper either. And Battlecast just aren't able to actually take this fight, as now they're being chased down. Awakening Girl wants to get something, but the stun lands from Bard. They're going to be able to finish off. The biting lands, but the charm onto Lux. He's going to go down as well.
And the burst damage from both sides is like crazy. It's like they both do enough damage to just kill anybody who gets stunned.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate though that Bard stun when they were starting to pull away from the Rift Herald there, that he wasn't able to.
Yeah, is Caitlyn going to be able to get this? He does! The Ace in the Roll lands, actually gets the kill onto King D. The range from Caitlyn hanging off in spades as he's just able to walk up, get 2 headshots on their tower, finishes it off with the ultimate.
Yeah, back at the Rift Herald though, it was kind of unfortunate that Zen wasn't able to go in there. I feel like if he actually did get in, him and Lux probably could have got a double kill there instead of just a one. So
yeah, the hard part is he was so low from first starting it and then being forced to flee, right? And then somehow the aggro got drawn again, right?
yeah, I don't know who started it.
So
It
he's
was like Bard off the side, or
I don't know. He's sitting there trying to grab the honey fruit, but Rift Herald's hurting him, so he's not really gaining any health there. So very difficult. Soraka hasn't been in lane for so long. He hasn't been in lane in like 2 minutes.
and it's still the same level as their sport, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I guess Bard hasn't either. Both the AD carries just been 1v1ing each other for a little while.
Yeah, it seems to be just kind of Bard following Soraka around. Which is kind of odd that she's able to actually get away with playing this aggressive on Soraka, especially with the comp that they have. I feel like if Soraka walks up like that... Oh.
Yeah, Kane's in a lot of trouble. Really nice flash away, though. Not going to get hit by this stun, but he is going to fall down as the buster shot with the explosive charge. Going to be enough to finish him off.
And the Ignite did pop that time, as Andy actually did have it up this time, so he was able to actually use that on top buster shot.
Yeah.
And they will get the bot tower. So somehow, after all this crazy fighting, Battlecast still find first tower. Ooh, nice
Doodle
dodge.
is trying to run, but the red buff on Graves makes it quite difficult, even with the Feral Scream. I don't think he's going to make it away. Just too much slow potential coming out from Graves. He's going to go down as well, especially building full magic resist. Definitely in a rough spot. And the thing there is Scion has a good amount of like magic damage, but nowadays maxing Q is what Scions are doing, and that is full on physical damage. Same thing with his ult, so I feel like even the early Abyssal Mass rush from Doodle is a little bit of a misstep.
Yeah, and also on top of that, just having the Graves, I feel like you probably want to at least get like some armor versus just rushing
Yeah.
the Abyssal. So like you could maybe go like Catalyst into like some armor, like maybe even go Catalyst Sunfire, and then go Abyssal. And then you would get more efficiency out of your gold and getting both stats versus just only going MR when not really any of their AP carries are fed.
Yeah, Doodle right now is doing his best to try and save his tower, stall up enough time for the Xin Zhao, and I think it's actually working, as now Xin Zhao's here is going to be able to get this charge off on, but it's not going to pick up anything as more flashes coming away, but the flash in, is he able to get the last hit? I don't think so, even with his ult.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, back to when he died the first time to Graves. Unfortunately, not being able to land that rupture really didn't allow him to escape. So only having the E and silence aren't really going to help you get out. Your rupture is pretty much your only escape, though. But if they dodge that, you dead. Dead man. That's why normally the better Cho'Gaths you see land all their ruptures. Wow, she just dies to nothing.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Little Flash is being burned. Lux picking up a kill on Caitlyn. You're quiet, little son.
Yeah, I'm responding to people in chat. You're doing good right now.
Oh, okay. Uh, you know, the emotes actually don't do anything.
Yeah, we are going to see a bit of a gank. Top 4 people here on to Doodle. He's trying to run. Might be able to make it, but Jim's Army with the final dash in picks up the last kill.
I feel like the emotes are just always Kappas, like, even if you win.
Well, I just set it to Kappa's insult. Just to prove a point. It's possible that changing it to 2 does, like, increase the win rate. But he only got paid 240, which is way lower than it should have been. So it might be like it also changes the scaling for the payout.
There you go, Jupiter. That's a good spam.
That's not even a poodle.
It's a,
So
I mean, it's the worst.
close enough. It's not a poodle.
And by pay staff, I mean just DAG.
I mean, you are pretty much our only active staff member.
Yeah. It feels bad you have no life, so I just pretty much come home and then I'm on my computer. And even when I'm at work, I'm on my computer. So, well, not really computer, I'm on my phone, but because our place is just so slow at times. Really, the only time I'm like not on my phone is like mid-morning and then mid-afternoon. That's like the only time I'm not on my phone.
Yeah, looks like we might see a dive top. Temper Fate not going to land on anybody, though.
Yeah, and it seems like they decided against it, being the Bard ult was pretty far away, and it was Graves.
Yeah.
So I feel like diving into a Graves, you would just Q ult and your health would be gone. So, especially when you're coming out through a wall.
Yeah. As good as this game is looking right now for Galaxy, right? They've got twice as many kills. They've got twice as many turrets. They're still only 400 or 500 gold ahead right now.
Yeah, I actually just looked at that and I was like, wow, that's actually... Ooh.
Yeah, it's a pretty good engage there. Actually, Graves should be able to come up here. He does have a lot of burst damage, but a stun from Lux going to be able to slow him down. He's still in a little bit of trouble, though, as the Decimating Stat's going to be landing. There is the Dark Harvest from the Graves doing a lot of damage right there.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to kind of walk back there. I feel like he was trying to almost like kite away with his passive to get that little damage off, but it's like once you land a snare, you pretty much just run out of that.
That's when you leave.
Yeah, that was a really good snare too.
Yeah, the Empire is going to call in the Herald bot, meaning Scion's going to have to go over there because they should be losing that tower. And a Temper Fate going to be able to land onto 2. This could be a good moment for Battlecast. Are they able to go on? No, the Charm onto Slash Andy means he's going to die in the middle of his magical journey. Still a lot of pressure coming on from Galaxy onto this turret, but they don't have a wave. So at this point, they're just splitting one wave across 4 people.
It's so sad seeing all the damage that Andy's doing when he lands like these stuns, and then even like his ults, but like his team just can't do anything because if they walk up, they just die.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard time for them. They're doing a lot of work, and there is Kiora with the traps, able to find Doodle.
Yeah, Kiora is just too strong at this time, even though having 1 item less than Caitlyn or than Tristana does. Still having the headshot, I feel, just does more damage than the bomb. At least early.
Yeah, it definitely does. They're going to steal away this blue buff. They had it warded out, but Graves is getting a little low. The Ignite should be enough as Slash Andy going to be able to find that. Another Audacious Charge from Neon Fire.
Andy having the Ignite up, so he went in and he didn't have any HP there.
Yeah.
Did spot it away, but pretty much just gave himself away after that.
Yeah, Andy right now kind of being the shining star in terms of who's playing well this game for Battlecast.
You just saw your stats. He was like, pay me, and you're just like, win playoffs.
Hey, dude. He wants me to pay him. That's his best chance. Now, BizTrooper in a lot of trouble as he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to fall down here unless King D can tank that. He does catch the bullet for his teammate. And, you know, this is the kind of performance I like to see from Kiora, because this is what I expected to see from him yesterday. It didn't happen, but coming out strong this game, I think he's definitely more comfortable in something like the Caitlyn
Yeah, and
Then
this is what we're
Bajin.
normally used to seeing him play like too, because you know, coming back 2 weeks ago, like they did this for 2 weeks straight. Like they were on this rise of just like kind of just smashing teams. So you know, they 2-0'd Amp, and then on top of that, I want to say they 2-0'd TPR first time,
No.
or was it
It,
somebody
it
else?
was they went 2-0 versus Amp, and then it was a close set versus Goo.
I think they
Um,
still 2-0'd them though.
no, Goo beat them.
Oh, Goo beat them?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Goo beat them
I thought they
2-1.
won both games that week. I'm pretty sure they went 2-0 in a week with the Amp game or with the Amp week.
We can look at the results page on our website. They beat Battlecast 2-1 in week 5. I think that was their last win besides the Amped win. Because they got 2-0 by DOV. They beat Amped 2-0, and then this week they're having troubles. So yeah, besides Amp, their only other win was 2-1 versus Battlecast, which was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I guess I just feel I like remember them 2-0ing in a week, like having a 2-win victory, 0 loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only 2-0 win that Galaxy has had was the Amp.
Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder how many teams have actually had 2-0 weeks so far,
There's been a few.
other than the top teams, obviously, like within like the bottom 4 or 5.
That is a lot of burst damage onto that Graves. That is a little bit of a struggle. Jimin's going to try and go in. Actually, the associate charge with the Buster Shot finishes him off now. Business Trooper. No, King D stole the healing packet, and he's going to die. Oh, no.
Just don't walk the other way, and he couldn't block it in time. And he couldn't block it because he would have just died.
And he couldn't block it because he would have died. King D had to block it. Or if he hadn't stealing the health packet, Super probably would have... No, he probably still wouldn't have had enough, but... Oh, that is so rough. But it's like actually a really nice Ember Fate. It's going to land onto Caitlyn. She already used a 90 caliber net.
Nice
Good flash away, though. Might be able to pick up a kill onto Slash Andy. She does. But she's still going to trade her life now. Daydream gets slowed up, but flashes out of the fight.
Yeah, that's still really worth it. Wow, that was a really good flash to try to get in and at least get the 1 kill before she went down.
Yeah, it was kind of a best case scenario with the 90 caliber net not saving him. Even with all of that, though, Battlecast have actually picked back up a gold lead, so they're in a pretty good spot. Nice Rupture is going to stop any kind of thing here, but the unstoppable onslaught. He threads the needle with it.
Doesn't realize he can stop until like way after it's ended.
He might not, but it looks like they might be able to take this fight. The charm in, though, means Doodle's actually going to fall. Jimin's with a kill, having one of the better games right now for themselves. But a flash in on top of the binding is Business Trooper going to be able to get away. Nice. No, I think he's going to fall down. Too. Still picks up the kill onto the Graves, though, as a double kill comes through for Ari.
So still kind of worth trading 1 for 1. Obviously, you never want to go down alone, so getting 1 kill for your death is still kind of worth it.
Yeah, Andy looking like he wants to 1v3. I don't know about that one there, bud.
Yeah, I don't understand what that was there.
That was some Season 1 Andy right there.
Yeah.
He had fire in his eyes.
Do this, guys. Promise.
Yep, Neon, though, looks like he wants to find Kiora. Neon hasn't even finished his Triforce, which makes it a little difficult for him to actually get this 1v1 off. Oh, he's going to pull the red buff? Does Kiora not know? Okay, no, he does. Kira's like, geez, who leased red buff for me?
He saw it. He just was trying to get vision of it, but I don't think his word was up.
Yeah.
That or he didn't want to use it because he does have blue trinket, so...
Yeah, that's why he did the trap in the bush.
Kind of interesting, though, that Zin didn't stick around for that, because it was just Tristana there. So he could have actually just stayed in the bush and then just smited it when it got low.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have vision of anything else, so that was probably why he was just like, maybe it's not worth, because there could be other people.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why he would play a little bit more carefully there. But Battlecast still dead even right now with Goo, only 100 gold up. Gonna have to start respecting this Baron potential as now they get engaged on. Xin Zhao is in a little bit of trouble with the Magical Journey. Going to be able to get /Andy out, but Jimin's army's found her way over the wall. The Decimating Smash going to be able to land onto Xin Zhao, but he's not going to go down. The Laser Beam picks up the kill as now they want to go forward. Temper Fate lands onto one. Are they able to make anything else out of it? The slow field from the Righteous Glory going to help out a lot here, but Caitlyn's the backside doing all this damage with these headshots. Awakened E-Girl finds a kill onto Doodle. Now Galaxy with the lane party going to start pushing up mid.
Yeah, the engage was nice, but nobody was able to get on Caitlyn, and then also nobody followed up with the
Oh my god!
But then nobody else followed up with the show, so like he just kind of stood there, and I didn't really do much with it.
Yeah.
But he did kill Soraka.
He got the snipe. He got the snipe.
Looks like he's going Ardent Sensor next. So Caitlyn, free crit item, Ardent Sensor, going to be scary.
Yeah. Caitlyn with the triple crit. Or a 2 crit, 2.5 crit, something like that. Not true triple crit, but doing a having a pretty good build there. Business Trooper's going to try and find a pick off onto the Scion, but forced to dodge away from the Ari. The laser does come out, but he was already dead. Now they need to not give too much over to this QR. No, the 90 caliber net again goes a little bit short, and the stun into the wall means he's going to go down. /Andy trades his life for it, and Jimin's army trying to get away with the Spirit Fire. And just now they're chasing interest with the jump in. Are they able to find anything else? The expulsion charge and collateral damage gonna miss. The swing and a miss. Barely goes wide there as Neonfire is thanking the stars at the moment.
And there's nothing to do.
And it all resets back to nothing. 1,000 gold lead though for Battlecast. They're slowly starting to claw their way back into this game.
He killed a ward. Killed a ward.
Let's go.
He's doing the raid camp.
Let's go ahead and take a quick look at Doodle's stacks. He's sitting at 7 stacks. Still needs 3 more if we want to hit over. I don't know what the all the votes were. Let's see. It was most people voted for over, but there's not a very big fund. The fund is under 2,000, so not a whole lot to be won here. What's a duel? It's a fight to the death, good sir.
Unfortunately, I would have voted under for sure, but you know, I just like totally forgot. And Ham's not reopening it. So.
I can't reopen it without shutting the whole thing off.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do it. Be a nice guy. Do it for me. Screw everyone else. Nobody else cares about points. I need to get points. Sean, nobody cares about your points. You have 50,000. Stop checking. You shouldn't even be worried about points. Just like points, just like 50,281. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so look like they want to make a play. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Temper Fate come out soon. It is going to land onto the Ari. That is one of the harder targets to pick off as now Xin Zhao into the back line. Already used his ult, though, forced to dodge out quite immediately. /Andy also in a little bit of a rough spot, taking a lot of headshots. Doodle should be falling down next. The onslaught going to land onto multiple people with the Decimating Smash lands as well. Ari with a double kill. Going to be able to do a lot of this fight as King D forced to use a Buster Shot to run away. Galaxy take that fight easy. I know they're going to probably head towards the Baron as Neonfire, the jungler, is dead.
Yeah, and even though they have vision of it...
Holy shit, Sean! Excuse my language, but good God.
Wait, what?
He just rouletted all 50 grand.
And what? He won!
Andy, though, gonna be falling down as now the Baron trying to finish off this. Are they? But Business Trooper... not going to be able to save anything here.
Oh my god. Did you raise this state for winning?
No. It's still at 50%.
What the hell? Well, so I guess I'm going to do this. Take a picture of that. And then I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you got to send that to 100T. Sean, you got to screenshot that and send it to 100T noob. He was ecstatic when he won 50 grand off of slots, but... just got it off roulette. Sean, You should do all 100,000 of your points in slots right now. This game, though, definitely a close one. Galaxy found a fight, even though they're down. Still only up 1,000 gold, so pretty close. But having the Baron going to be quite helpful for them. It's just kind of hard for Battlecast to find a fight. Even with the Temper Fate coming out, Waking Eagle is going to be able to pick up a kill on /Andy. The Charm not going to quite land onto Tristana. As now they're going forward, trying to chase forward again.
It looks like they're able to get the tier 2. Fortunately, Zen not really able to find much of a flank. But can't really get in. Their team's still being too strong.
Yeah, Doodle's not being able to tank up quite enough. Kiora with so much damage. The true damage from the crits able to help burn through that health bar. They're going to be going forwards onto the inhibitor. Baron.
Yeah, Luck's almost getting a pick off, but at this time, still, even with the Rabadon's, Luden's still not doing enough damage.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of crazy to think about, so, because normally Luden's Rabadon's and you're like just crying inside whenever you get binded because you just instantly die, but somehow still surviving. Did you just see that, by the way? What was that orb that was floating across the screen?
I do not know. Dark Harvest. Probably. Was it red?
No, it looked like Ari's like blue orb, but it was like floating back from bot lane back to her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like she used it and it like bugged out and it was just there and then it just like went back to her. At least for me anyway.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention.
You saw my message, Joe.
Yeah, I'll try and grab somebody.
Okay. Yeah, we never did it on the 19th, so they're gonna do it today because everybody was busy and my mom had plans during the week.
Well then, do we need to sing happy birthday for you on stream?
I mean, if you really wanna.
I'm not very good at singing. I could do it in Screamo, but I'm not going to. Happy birthday to you. I find on occasion I can do a really good like southern drawl when I'm singing, but still doesn't sound that great. Doodle though, oh my god, so much damage. He just doesn't have the resistances or health he needs to deal with all of this damage and lockdown coming out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, going Dead Man's next instead of Stoneplate.
Holy crap!
Really should. What?
Grace has 220 stacks on his Dark Harvest right now. Definitely in a good spot. Unstoppable Onslaught going to be running into the backside. Business Super forced to flash away, but that just means he's going to land the full charge onto two members there. /Andy goes down. Now King D also forced to run. The laser from Business Trooper not going to do anything to these members of Galaxy. They're going to start pushing up onto this next tower.
Yep. My birthday was last Tuesday, but we're doing it today. So, 26. Yeah, I'm actually a middle-aged man now. According to my mom. Even though I felt like I was a middle-aged man for like the last 3 years. Last 3 years and made some stupid decisions. So... Ooh, yeah, that's
yeah.
You might not want to be.
The hard thing right now for Neon is he did not get ahead early, so like he actually just doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, even with the Triforce, and now he's just so far behind. Graves has 4 items right now.
Yeah, 4 items, 220 some stacks on Dark Harvest.
Other than Caitlyn. Actually, Caitlyn is full item. What? She has 6 items?
Yeah. 320 farm. It's Kiora, bro.
I mean, Trist has 320 farm.
Yeah, but also sitting with considerably fewer kills and turrets. Not to mention Baron. Yeah, I mean, Trist is 3k behind, which is, yeah, that's a whole item.
Can I study you for my degree? What do you need to study me for?
I don't know, maybe he's in human anatomy or something.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, if you want, as long as I'm getting paid the deeps.
And we're getting to a pretty solid point of the game. Elder not going to be up for quite a while. But
Pay me the deeps if you want to study. So in that way, it's at least semi worth it. You can actually do that stuff. Like get paid to like test medications and stuff, like just to see like what side effects are. Ooh, hold on, Straka.
yeah, was a good Bartle. It's not going to be able to find anything. Ari is getting pretty low. She goes down as Doodle with the flash in. Going to be able to start off this fight well. Now they're turning onto Kiora. The Rupture is going to land. He's getting pretty low. He has GA if he needs it, but the flash out. Is he able to get away with the traps? I think so. Maybe Neon Fire, though, in a lot of trouble using his ult as well, and a nice Rupture going to be able to land onto 2. This fight is actually going into Battlecast's favor so far. King D can find his way in. Is he going to be able to do it? He needs to start jumping in and get aggressive in this fight. The binding's going to land onto Scion. Another Rupture is going to be there, and it's so many Ruptures landed from Doodle in this fight. They already got 2 kills, but they need to go back and defend their base now.
Yeah, but honestly, I think even after that fight, their base is fine. I believe the tower actually might die. I actually thought it had more HP than it did. When we go, oh, it actually is dead.
No, those towers are incredibly weak these days. And I don't know if Business Trooper can... I mean, he can defend this, but not at the speed they really need. Awakening Eagle is in a little bit of trouble, though. Another Temper Fate comes out. It's going to land. Can he get away? I don't think he's going to have his dash. He does fall down. The shutdown gold going on to Doodle, of all people.
This is going to be a 50-minute game.
It might be.
I hope it's not.
It might be.
Oh, I don't want it to... Hey, you know what I just realized? There's 5 dragons in this game. We should have done dragons. The first time I think there's been 5 dragons in forever.
It's been yeah, lots of dragons. Doodle is sitting at 9 stacks, everybody. One more feast, and it's gonna be over. Neon's playing jungle. I know, it's a little bizarre.
He has swapped the jungle before.
He has.
It's not the first time, so.
I mean, I think it's his secondary role, but.
What does he normally play? Does he play
80 carry? Yeah.
Okay.
The weird part for me is like I felt like they were doing so well in game 1. I guess like you were saying beforehand, maybe they just want to try some stuff, but
yeah,
I think at this point in the season, the let's just try out other lineups thing, you might want to just find one that you're doing really well with and actually just run with it, because
yeah, and that's pretty much like what I remember doing. Like on our team when I played, we pretty much found the one thing that worked and we stuck with it all the way to the end.
Right. And again, like this is week 8. There's only 2 more weeks after today for playoffs, and with how close the standings are, Daydream's going to get hit by the Temper Fate. Are they able to go forward? Riku's doing a really good job of actually stalling this out, but the charm lands on a Lux. He's forced to use an early Zanya's. He's going to be able to save his life for the time being. Neonfire doing a good job of zoning off the front line, as there goes Riku. He's the first one to fall in this fight. Is he able to get forward, get the slow onto Neonfire? He does get it with the Glacial Augment, but his team isn't there to follow up. But Battlecast still need to go back and defend their base, which gives power over to Galaxy as they can head over and take their pick of the litter, Elder Dragon or Baron, whichever they choose.
Yeah, now it looks like they're going to go to get Elder, which even though it is only a 2 dragon, it's still really strong. Gives them the extra regen, also gives them the extra burn damage, which I believe, if I'm not wrong, scales with how many dragons you have.
It does. It's an extra 50 true damage per second per dragon.
But it looks like Battlecast over here actually trying to get the Baron before they get here, but it doesn't. I don't know if they actually can do it quick enough before they get here. Lux is stalling.
Yeah, they're certainly trying. Doodle really should be able to at least feast it. Didn't even need to, as the smite did come out. But Slash Andy got a really nice stun off, and they're able to pick up the Graves already. Now Flash in, is he able to finish it off? He might be able to. The slow from the auto attack. His Jim is going to go down. Another one, and Slash Andy 4-8 and 13, able to find 2 kills for himself. And they're going to be able to go forward with Baron and see what they can get done. Both inhibs up, so this is all Battlecast right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, while Elder is strong, it gives you the extra damage. It does not give you the pushing power, so that is kind of the loss you take when you go with Elder. If they get Baron, you lose all the pushing power. It's pretty much just team fight power.
Yeah, it is a pure team fight strength. It's a little bit of pushing power because you do damage to turrets, but Sion stepped forward a little bit. He gets hit by the knock up, the flash in. Business Trooper doing a lot there. Now they are turning on to Kiora as well. He can't get anything done to feast off. Is he going to go down? A double kill for King D as they're running into the base. I think they can actually finish off the game. Battlecast have the death timers. They've got the turrets. They've got the Baron. And in one of the most back and forth games of the split, Battlecast are going to be able to take down Galaxy Gaming 2-0.
I cannot believe they came back. Bard, like Andy, like when he was in the back line, when they came after starting the Baron, I think they were doing it that fast, but they must have actually been doing it fast enough before they got there. And then when they did get there, Andy ulted the Graves and the Ahri, and then also stunned them off of his ult. So like when his ult ended, he stunned them, and then they were still stalled long enough for them to actually get it. So and then them still being able to get the fight off after Lux landed a double bind, got the ult off, killed Graves, chased down Ahri. I still can't believe they turned that around.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was reminiscent of week 3 Rockport versus DOV, where DOV just was just like, I guess we'll just run it down mid and end when the Rockport was dancing around Baron.
Yeah.
That was such a good game though. One of the better games of the split, honestly. It was so close, so back and forth.
At least towards the end. Honestly, like towards the end, like it's kind of crazy some of the games we've been getting. Like the 2-0 with Galaxy versus Amp, the TPR versus what was that, OGG? That was like a crazy series last week. I forget what game it was that they had TPR played. I think it was TPR DOV. That was really good.
Yeah, I believe I didn't actually check, but I'm pretty sure dude only had 9 stacks at the end there. He didn't get the Baron or the last feast onto Kiora, so I'm going to say under. Because he was sitting at 9 last I checked. Pretty darn sure.
Well, you can see on here, can't you? Or no?
No, it doesn't say.
Oof.
I'm 95% sure he was under, though. But, yeah, that was a hell of a game.
And just for those that were asking, there is really no rule about spoilers. It's just kind of like
the problem is
kind of like a meme respect thing that we tell people to just like not say anything just to make it more exciting for people that are watching Twitch chats.
The problem is, what kind of punishment do I put out for that? Do I ban the player? Like, oh, you talked in Twitch chat, I'm just gonna ban you, right? Take a ban away from the team for one player's action. It's a very difficult rule to enforce. It's a good like guidance of like, hey, don't spoil it for everyone. But that's not.
I'm gonna go time out Neon real quick, or Andy, not Neon.
Yeah, it's just not something that really seems doable, because making like the team lose a ban for that seems silly to me. Like, it would be cool if people didn't come in and spoil it.
Yeah, but it's more of a disrespect thing. So, but anyway, MVP.
That game, Andy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm honestly thinking Andy. Like the plays he was able to set up, like even though there was craziness at the start, like the amount of ults that he was actually able to land, and even like the stuns he was landing with his Qs. Like, while not a lot of them were follow-ups, I think every time he was able to stun pretty much from 30 minutes on, like, Lux was at least killing one person. And then at the end there, like, being able to stall their team from even being able to get the Baron, like, it was insane. Like, I can't believe that they got stalled that long.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good job, Andy. I think Andy. So.
Yeah. And here's another good question. Can we give somebody set MVP if they only played one game? Like, are we locked to giving this to Biz, Doodle, or King D, since Neon and /Andy only played for one game?
I mean, I guess we could give it to Biz, because Biz did still kind of do good.
This game was a lot rougher for him. He did good, but
he had a rougher early game, but I will say, like, mid to late, he was getting the picks that did matter with his ults, because he was able to stall them out.
Yeah.
When Andy would get the stuns, he would land the ults and actually kill him. So, because that is one thing, is still being able to kill them after they're snared. So.
Yeah, I definitely think he did well. I'm caught up on. He definitely had a really bad early game, but in terms of set, he did very well as a whole. So, man, when are people gonna learn to not message me on League? Like, if you want me, contact me on Discord.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're good. I'm not giving it to Doodle. Doodle did well, but I mean, he was 5-11. Jesus Christ, 26 messages. What the hell?
He said don't message on League, so I just like.
You did that very fast.
Well, see, when you type hi, you do this thing called Control A, Control C, and then spam Control V, Enter. Feels good when you know how to copy paste.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. If Andy played this whole set, I would love to give him set MVP, but yeah, probably give it to Biz.
Yeah, he did well.
Jesus
Even
Christ.
despite struggling, he did still do a good job.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Biz for set MVP. King D would actually be a pretty close second. He had an okay first game. He had a pretty good first game. In this game, he actually was, besides Slash Andy, probably would have been my second choice for MVP this game. But yeah, Biz had a better first game one and still a pretty decent game two. So we'll give it to Biz. Let's go ahead and try and get that boy in here. If I can find him.
Oh, Biz. See, now if I had access to these channels too, you know, I could help bring people up to our MVP talk room.
Well, I can bring him up. That's not the hard part. The hard part is asking if he actually wants the interview, because sometimes you ask people, it's like, no, give it to someone else. It's like, okay.
Now let Andy have it.
All right.
Andy.
But we're bringing in Business Trooper right now. Hello, Business Trooper.
Bro, hello.
Ooh, you're louder than last time.
Boy.
Gonna have to turn you down a little bit. How's it going, sir?
Pretty good. Feeling pretty solid after that last game.
That's good. Yeah, I was gonna say it. That was a close game. I thought you guys were done for.
Dude, same. I'm sitting here like they focused mid early again, so I'm like, all right, that's fine. I guess Ezio will just come gank for me and get me back on track. And I'm like, shit, Neon's here. Neon, I don't jungle with Neon. Gah! So I'm just kind of like panicking a little bit, but just farmed it out instead.
Yeah. Real quick. Bliss. I'm pretty sure that was a copy pasta Bliss. Yeah. But no, that game was insane. Like you said, it just. Oh my God! They went for the. I thought the order was the right decision, but Andy at the very end there got that amazing Bartle in game two, which.
Neon called
the
that,
stall.
like, as they were going for Drake.
Yeah.
Neon was like, we need to go Baron right now.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys.
I actually didn't see you
I
guys
guess
go for
I'll
Baron
follow.
until you
I
started
don't
it,
know what
and
to
then I was
do.
like. Yeah, I actually didn't even see you guys go for Baron until you guys started it, and then I was like, "Oh wow, they're actually on Baron, so they got it." And then the stall was crazy. I couldn't believe he stalled him, because it didn't even show him stalling him until after he landed the Bard ult, and then they were like stalled for so long.
I just kept like focusing Awakened E-Girl at like at the beginning I was like 100 to zeroing, and then he got Phantom Dancer and Hex Drinker, and I'm like, why am I not killing him now? What the hell?
Why is this guy not
There we
dying?
go. Basically, you guys were talking about like I wasn't able to do it, and it was like as you were saying that I was shit because I'm building Void Staff right now, so I can't do anything yet. So I was gonna pick the Ari this game, but I picked last, and they picked Ari right before me.
Yeah.
We go with Lux instead.
Yeah, and the Lux pick, you did have a little bit of trouble with it. Early game, it was very rough. Galaxy were just hyper aggressive all over the map with that Graves. But you did pull it out late game. I did put a slight criticism towards you the other day, saying I've only seen him play really Morg and Lysandra to great success.
Yeah.
You said, I've got other things, and I went, well, play them. And so here it is. Like I said, it was a little rough, but you found a lot of really good bindings, a lot of really good ults. So you just, there's that, oh God, they were mid lane. You just threw out your ult and like did, I don't know, 60% of Soraka's health. I was like, oh, that was a thing.
Well, I think when they had Baron and they were pushing up mid lane, and I bound Graves,
Graves.
and Ari,
Yeah.
and I went to ult them,
and it just
But
killed
I
Soraka.
killed Soraka instead.
Yeah.
I was, oh, all right.
It's the one I was referring to, but overall, really good set. Game 1, you were on the cusp of being MVP. It felt like you and Bubble Boy were both like really solid, but Bubble Boy had just a little bit more like overall met productivity. But still, you did really well there. And you guys are now, you only have 2 games left of the split. You guys have actually been 1 game ahead of everyone else, at least 1 or 2 games ahead. So I think this actually locks in playoffs for you, even though you haven't hit 8-game wins. I think this locks it in. Because even if you lose 2, I don't think anyone below can actually catch up at this point. So congratulations. If you hadn't locked it in before now, I'm pretty sure you definitely did, barring any rematches, which even then I think you still have it. So congrats there. I think you're looking like a pretty good choice for 3rd seed right now. And you are going to be playing... Who do you play next week? Do you know who you play next week? I don't know who you play next week. Do you guys even have a game next week? Oh, yeah, it's... Right.
Yeah, it'd be on the...
It's going to be on the 30th. You guys fight Rockport next week. Woo!
Looking forward to it, dude. We just scrimmed them the other night, and I mean, I don't want to make any spoilers or anything, but like...
It went well, I'll
we're
assume?
just going to like end their esports career right now.
Okay. Oh, wow. That was... So pretty confident going into that then.
Pretty confident going into it.
Okay, well...
I didn't even play that one either.
All right. Well, maybe that's why they won. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably. Just put me on the bench on the Rockport game. Get our sub in here.
So feeling pretty confident about that. That's good. It'll definitely be really interesting because, I mean, you, Rockport, and Amp have kind of been the top for a while here. You do have more set losses than them, but you are actually now only a set win behind. So if you actually beat Rockport next week, you're going to tie them in wins and definitely be in the running for top 2. It'll be hard for you to get a number 1 seed. It's definitely possible, but top 2 seed is totally doable if you're able to take down Rockport, which you sound pretty confident in.
Yeah, dude. Like I said last time, we're the main characters.
You're going to struggle, and then you'll win. Main characters always have that. You've got to have the growing pangs. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Definitely makes sense. All right, Business Trooper. Well, thanks for coming in. Good play today. Hopefully the next 2 weeks go well for you guys. And, yeah.
Thanks, dude. We're looking forward to it.
All right, man. Adios. Have a good one.
Yeah. Peace out.
All right, guys. We're going to end this stream there. We've got another game coming up in 40 minutes. It's going to be a pretty good one to close out the day. It's going to be Amp versus DOV. So tune in for that. It should be a fun one. Amp still using subs. I'm pretty sure DOV also without their top laner. So it is going to be a little sad that we don't get to see these teams at their full strength, but still going to be a fun set. So tune in for that. It's in about 34 minutes. And yeah, we'll be back then. Adios.